So last week I finally finished Gotham Knights, the series, and let me just say it right off the bat. Out of 10, I would rate this a solid 7. I actually really enjoyed the show for what it was. And truth be told, even though the show had so much going against it, from people getting fired before production started, from just the fact that the show does not feature any of the actual Gotham Knights, it doesn't feature Batman, it has its own lead and different team, and also shares the name Gotham Knights, which people supposedly would mistake for the game or believe it'd be based on the game, which also didn't have much success, I believe. Despite all that, honestly, the writing was pretty sharp. It was pretty good. And the actors and actresses did an amazing job with what they had. This show, it was honestly pretty good. Like, it wasn't the best superhero show because watching it, there's not much visual clues that it is a superhero show. Like, you kind of wouldn't think it would be just based on watching it. It's kind of weird to say that, but like, they don't suit up, which I was wishing they would have like some sort of suit. Like, they don't have to have like some crazy Batman type suit, but like just something to show that they're a team, that they are the Gotham Knights. But truth be told, they were just becoming the Gotham Knights by the end of the show, and it's a damn shame. The show's canceled, of course. You guessed it. One season wonder. So that's also part of the reason why I gave it a 7, because some of the stuff that they're just setting up for that had promise is going nowhere because the show is done. So yeah, it's just a shame because it's like, wow, the actor that played Harvey Dent, Two-Face, just starting his Two-Face, villain arc, and the show ends. There's more to the final episode of the season, but like, that's one of the big ones, and it's just like, wow, dude. I kind of forgot the actor's name. I think it's Misha something, and I believe he was in Supernatural, which is also a show I have not watched yet. I plan to, but it's just like, oh my god, what is that show, like 11 seasons or something? And right now I'm on like a 7-season Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I'm taking a break from, and watching some other shows real fast before I continue on. But I picked up Gotham Knights. I looked at the picture. Sometimes I just see a picture and I'm like, oh, looks neat, watch it. Sometimes it's not neat, but in this case I thought it was pretty neat. But yeah, no superhero suits. It is a superhero show, so like, stuff sometimes just doesn't add up. Everyone just seems to know how to fight people like criminals and whatnot, and it's just like, you took a fencing class. That doesn't mean you know how to fight in a street fight or against people with guns. But hey, you know what? I'm not complaining because it was entertaining at least. So yeah, the actors and actresses were great. The script was pretty good. The twists, there's a few twists, and they are pretty good. Obviously I couldn't guess any of them, like what was gonna come besides Two-Face. That's obvious. But I am not the biggest DC fan, so it's like, the Court of Owls, I didn't know a whole lot on them, and I'm sure there's like way better stuff with them to watch. If I like, aren't they even in the game Gotham Knights? I have not made it that far in that game. I did like what I had played from the Gotham Knights, because I never played the Batman Arkham games or whatever. I played one like for like maybe 20 minutes, and at the time I didn't give it a fair chance. I was kind of bored. I was like, I was trying to play something else, and I just happened to be playing that game for some reason, and I was doing some Riddler challenge, and I just lost interest. But that being said, I liked what I played with Gotham Knights, but I moved on because another game came out that I was waiting for as well. So it's like, god damn it. So I need to go back to that game. But this show had so much going against it, and some people might also, if they're pretty I don't know how to say this, I guess stupid, they'll sit there and say Robin. They have a Robin in the show, but it's not the Robin that we all know and love. So it's not Dick Grayson, because in this show Batman adopted only one kid, and I think, what is his name, Tom or Turner Hayes, Tom Hayes, I can't remember the character's name. It's been a little while. Not that the show is necessarily forgettable. I'm just saying, like, I can't remember for the life of me all of a sudden. But I think it's one of those two names. But I don't like race swapping or gender swapping just for the hell of it in a show. But in this case, where it's a different character that plays Robin, it's not Dick Grayson, like I said. Her name's Carrie. And according to this article I read a while ago, I think they went with a different Robin from a different comic or something. I don't know. I'm not a big comic reader, so I have no idea. But that being said, yeah, it's not a gender swap because this is not Dick Grayson. It's not the Robin that we all know. It's not any of the three. And like I had already said earlier, we don't have Red Hood, Nightwing, or just Robin. There's no Batman, so people might not have interest in watching it either, and that's understandable. But yeah, for what this show is, I really enjoyed it. And it's just a damn shame that it's canceled, because another factor is, well, Batman's dead, so it doesn't fit anywhere with the CW's, like in the whole universe of DC, because they're trying to tie everything together. They're trying to link everything together, and it's just like, we don't need everything to link. Like, make some spin-offs and keep them separated. Like, this would be a perfect example. Now, I'm sure there's just also the viewers. The numbers probably weren't up. The show wasn't that, like, huge, and that's a whole nother thing. But, like, just cause everything's linked, and stuff might not have as big as a fan base, doesn't mean you don't need to continue it. Now, like I said, the numbers probably weren't that, like, huge. I don't know how big they were. They could have been horrible. And if it's horrible, then by all means, do what you want to do and cancel it. But I personally don't know. But I'm just saying, like, we don't need everything to link together. Stuff that stands, like, example, Mandalorian. It was best when it was just its own thing. Season 2 started, doing some eye candy, linking stuff together. It's just like, yeah, personally, I didn't mind too much. But then Season 3 just got horrible. But yeah, just I don't have much else to say. Otherwise, I'm just going to ramble on. 7 out of 10 for me. I really enjoyed it. If you're not a huge DC fan, give it a shot. Or check it out if you're at least a little bit interested. If you just want something to watch just for the sake of watching something, sure. It's one season. It's just going to suck when you get to the end, because the stuff they set up for just isn't coming. So, yeah. With that being said, currently the other show that I'm watching whenever it finishes its first season is when I'll put a review out, but that'll be for Percy Jackson and the Olympians, which I can kind of give a quick little teaser. I don't know about this show. Like, this is straight up just a kid's show, which I already knew, but it's just like, it's just kind of like too much of a kid's show, if that makes any sense. Like, everyone shits on the movies, but, like, you know what? At least I found them entertaining. I don't know. Like, at least they're not just like little kids, and you can't do too much because, I don't know, child abuse on television. I don't know. I wish it was more action-y, just more fun, but that's besides the point. We'll get to that when it's time. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.